The Prime Minister took to the social media platform Twitter to say that millions of people who've experienced poverty, faced hardship, they would derive strength from her life. He also appreciated her understanding of policy matters, appreciated her compassionate nature, and said that she had devoted her life to serving society, empowering the poor and the downtrodden and the marginalized. There you see images of Draupadi Murmu filing her papers. And this is the BJP's big show of strength. Aishwarya Paliwal, my colleague, joins me for more on this. The Prime Minister, the Defence Minister, the Home Minister, the BJP President, several ministers, MPs, allies, all accompanying Draupadi Murmu. We see Nitin Gadkari also in these images. Okay, let's for a moment try and listen in to what's happening on ground. Aishwarya, I'll just come to you in a second. Is her nomination to be the next president of India. If elected, she would be the first tribal to be president of India. She is a former school teacher. She's a two-term MLA, a former minister. She was minister between 2000 and 2004. She was fisheries, animal husbandry and commerce minister, the first governor of Jharkhand. The Prime Minister, there as she files her papers, compliments her rich administrative experience. The BJP President JP Nadda sitting next to the Prime Minister, sitting next to Draupadi Murmu is the Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, and then the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, also flanked by Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari. Aishwarya Paliwal, my colleague, joins me for more on this story. Aishwarya, as far as the numbers game go, it's easy or it's being seen as easy for Draupadi Murmu to be the next president of India. Just a short while back, we also had Kiran Rijiju saying, the Union Law Minister saying, privileged to join my colleagues in signing nomination papers of NDA's candidate Draupadi Murmu ji for the presidential elections. Aishwarya.
at the moment 48% electorate. That's what the NDA has in its favor, and the kind of strength that we are seeing. You know, all the top union ministers, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, we have the Home Minister Amit Shah, we have Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, we have Nitin Gadkari, all of them present. All this is a very clear indication, Gaurav. See, in politics a lot is about optics, and what we are seeing today is actually optics. This also is the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party's way of showing that they are firmly standing behind their candidate, and somewhere they do understand that this will not be a very tough fight. However, for the opposition, this will be, if we see Draupadi Murmu becoming the president, it will be very good for the country, but we could see this as a big blow for the opposition parties, because we are seeing after candidate, people backed out. They said that they do not want to be a part of this race, and finally when the opposition came out with the name of Yashwant Sinha, we are now seeing that a stronger candidate, at least in terms of numbers and in terms of stature, has come out. And if Draupadi Murmu does become the president of our country, she will be the second woman president after Pratibha Patil. So all these things at the moment, Gaurav, in her favor, and the visuals are for everyone to see. We are seeing the ruling party, the top leaders there wishing her. All of them are wishing her. In fact, the Prime Minister, as you were pointing out, Gaurav, has also gone ahead and said that her administrative capabilities will give her an edge, and they are all looking forward to see her become the president of the country. Gaurav.
And we are told, and okay, you also see several chief ministers sitting here. Yogi Adityanath, Uttar Pradesh chief minister, is seen in these images. The Haryana chief minister is seen in these images. It just very clearly goes on to show that the entire might, nationwide might of the BJP and the NDA seen in these images. They've claimed 49% of the electoral college votes. So very, very clearly, this is BJP saying it in style, in full strength, and the opposition could not even agree on a candidate, because the opposition ranks split wide open even on Draupadi Murmu's name. There are opposition parties that are saying they will vote for her. Aishwarya.
Well, we are seeing one after the others, a lot of those parties which were in fact in the opposition bloc immediately after the BJP came out with Draupadi Murmu's name. We saw how all of them started sending feelers. In fact, we saw how Naveen Patnaik was amongst the first leaders who went ahead and congratulated Draupadi Murmu and said that his party is giving her full support. We understand the JMM, Hemant Soren too, has been sending signals and, in a veiled way saying that he will support Draupadi Murmu. Also, a very smart play by the Bharatiya Janata Party, a candidate who will be acceptable to almost all the parties. See, she is such a name, such a person, and if she does become, definitely, it will give a boost to the tribal community, something that the Prime Minister has been talking about through all the schemes. The Bharatiya Janata Party has been trying to uplift the community, and if she does win, she will become the first tribal president of our country, giving the community and BJP a big boost. Gaurav.
Okay, let's for a moment try and listen into what's happening on ground. I'll come to you in a moment.
जी जी